Hey guys, what is up? And this is one of those videos. It's not tarot, but this is my intuitive talks where I just have an impulse, a good impulse. No, I'm guided to pop on and pop off my thoughts, or in this case, something I experienced last night that I full-heartedly believe is gonna help or heal or guide someone towards something. They guide them towards clarity. Exactly, because I think clarity and is one of the most powerful tools we have throughout this life journey. I think the way we elevate, the way we expand our consciousness, the way we move. I said this wasn't going to be about tarot, but this is looking at me, the world. The way we move into a new paradigm is through clarity, something that we didn't necessarily see before, or even we saw it, but we didn't see it through, we didn't lift the veil on it. And I've been using lifting the veil throughout the week. I've just been using the term lifting the veil. And last night, in one of the meditations I did, I was literally, a veil was lifted on a lot of personal and a lot of things I've been working on my spiritual journey. And it's crazy. It's not crazy. I mean, that's how universe works, right? There's no accidents. There's only synchronicities. And, you know, I was guided there. That's why I've kept saying it. But yes, going back to clarity, how do we get clarity? And that, I think, I didn't even know what I was going to title this, but how do we gain clarity? And I'm filming this, it's July 23rd. We are in full moon in Aquarius. I don't know why I got so serious, but during full moon, the day before, during, and after, energy is still the same. It's as powerful. So if you're watching this, honestly, whenever you clicked on this, that's when you were guided here. But do I think my clarity was stronger yesterday, or, you know, it's going to be today because of the full moon? I do. I really do, because I think a lot of channels are open. I think the mindset intuitively is open, subconsciously it's open. But in any shape or form, if that's what took me to get here so I can make this video, wonderful. So clarity. What did I do prior? Every time I elevate, every time I if you will, climb the ladder or step towards a higher self, how does that happen? When I started my spiritual journey, I noticed a couple of months or weeks I would have these moments of elevation, of spiritual awareness, of my higher self talking to me, which is the I, my essence, and me kind of saying goodbye to my older self. How did this happen? I started bringing awareness to my thoughts and to my emotions. I started feeding myself things that would elevate me, things that would keep me in a higher vibration. And I started acting from my heart space. I became very aware of what I was feeding myself as far as thoughts, right? And energy. If something came along and brought me down, or I would be like, whoa, hold up. Who's talking? Who is this? Where are these thoughts? Where is this coming from? So I took control, because remember, we can't control the external. We can only control the internal. So I took a grasp, my spiritual strength. I applied my spiritual strength. I have a video down there about that. So I became an active creator. But now I was saying, like, we create our reality, but it wasn't like until some time into the spiritual journey, honestly, it wasn't until yesterday, where I had this sense of like a conscious creator. What happened, and I'm sharing this is yesterday, what happened was, during this meditation, I became an essence. That's the best way I could describe a vibration of higher being, a higher universe. It was as if I disconnected from the 3D. It's as if I just disconnected, period. And yet I connected to it all, to all. That's the best way I can put it. I connected to all, right? And what led me there is I was looking at the moon, and I always had this, I've just always had this pull. Every time I look at the moon, I experience this love, this unconditional love. Like when I look at the pets, it's the same thing. It's this love. Unconditional, right? There's no conditions. The moon is literally there. Your pets are there. And you just love them. You love them to the moon and back. And I was looking at the moon, and I got filled up with this love. And while I was doing this, by the way, I also started telling the universe, this is main thing. I didn't want to bypass it. I keep waking up, morning rituals, and I keep saying, I'm open to receive. And these are pure intentions. I'm open to receive whatever comes in. I'm flowing. I started flowing. Thank you. I started flowing. I released control. I released a grasp on the way I think things should be, or I want things to be. And I released that, and I literally, you know how you hear the term just be, and you just want to you're like, oh, what do you mean just be? There's this, that, and the other. And yesterday I had the clarity, going back to clarity of what it is to just be. So I'm looking at the moon. I'm open energetically. I'm open. I'm just looking. I'm not thinking. There's no thoughts. I'm looking, and I'm basking in this love. I don't even know what was happening around. I'm just basking. I'm in the moment with the moon. There's no clouds. I can see it. And this feeling of unconditional love, throughout my life, I've had it. I've had glimpses, but there was a period throughout my 20s where I didn't have it. I didn't have it at all. I was very depressed. I was entangled. I was in my ego, in toxic behavior, I was filling a void. I was basically filling a void, and I didn't know what it is I was missing, what I wanted, but I was feeding the pain body with negative thoughts, with negative behavior. And then yesterday, the clarity that came in, and I'm sure, in a few months when there's a new veil has lifted and something new, and I elevate more, it'll expand more. But yesterday, from what I experienced, was this unconditional love that I felt looking at the moon. And it wasn't an outside love. It was love within. It wasn't like I'm like the moon love me back, or the moon. It's inside of me. This love that I'm feeling for the moon. I've never met the moon. The moon doesn't do this, that, or the other. The moon doesn't give me, there's no 5 languages of love. It doesn't, there's no physical touch. There's no positive affirmation. There's no spending time together. It's just there. It's just being there. And there I am, just being. Experience this overwhelming, unconditional love towards this, what we call, the moon. And it came in like a realization of this love. I am this. It's not outside of me. Love, I am this crazy amount of powerful, of overwhelming energy, vibration of love and light. And yeah. And I know I start off my tarot reading saying we're love and light. And that's what I've been saying. And you're like, yeah, vibrations of love and life, I get it. We're soul, I get it. There's this, that, and the other. There's the awareness, there's the I am. But last night, it was this like particle. I don't even want to break it down to like science or something, but I guess in our 3D world you have to. But I just felt like I was in this body, our vehicle, and I was just vibrating and experiencing this love, that what I was looking for in the time period of, like I said, my 20s, when I was very low vibration, is I knew this love existed. This is what the clarity came. I knew this love existed. This emotion of this almost intoxicating, right? I knew it existed subconsciously. I knew it existed, and I wanted it. I wanted to be it. I wanted to vibrate on it. I just didn't know how. And I kept doing these negative things to get there, or to, actually, I don't think I was doing it to get there. I think I was doing it to just, I knew, or, you know, when you're in that state of sadness, you're like, I'm never going to get there. That's your ego mind talking. I'm never going to get to that love, or whatever that is. It's not for me, you know. And, you know, the more you feed yourself that, the more you stay down there. But yesterday, it's like this realization of, I knew it was always inside of me. I just didn't know how to tap into it. And how do you tap into this? How do I want everyone to experience what I experienced yesterday? Be open. Just, and I know you're like, that, you know, this is not some crazy thing. But if you just, honestly, if you every day, remember I started recently saying words are, they can rewrite your DNA. The more you say something, the more you become it, or the more you feel it, the more it's just this wave. It's this wave that connects you to everything. You remember, you're the conscious creator, right? So when I started saying I'm open, my body started saying it too. My mind started saying it. I started believing it, and gradually I became open to this clarity that I didn't have 5 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago, right? So make sure whatever you're putting out verbally, words are energy. Make sure it's always for the highest good. Make sure it's always working to elevate you. Notice what language you're using in your mind, because that's where ideas happen. Make sure it's not crowded in there. If it's crowded, clarity can't come in. And if you're thinking on low vibration, that's what you will continuously attract. Once you start making a pure intention to elevate yourself, to make yourself better, not even better, to heal yourself. Thank you, Spirit. That better was not. To heal yourself. And with healing comes clarity. And it's insane. It's insane. And, you know, I always say love is, unconditional love is inside of all. That's how we feel it. But once you disconnect from the thought of the body, right, of the physical body, and you just go within, and you just realize the vibrational force, or the vibrational, I want to say rainbow at this point, we have, I focused on my heart, and there was this light coming out. Because remember, our energy is around, and energy is everywhere. So once you start shifting also your perspective on this life situation that we're in, because the way you were me, the way I'm you, I don't know. Everyone has a different universe inside their head. That's how we live. That's the insane part. My universe is not your universe, and your universe is not mine. It's all about perception. It's all about how we see it. It's all about awareness, consciousness. So me going on right now for 15 minutes about this, you could be sitting there going, oh my God, what? And that's okay. That's okay, because everyone's journey is different, and everyone's going to perceive it in a different way. And some of you watching this are going to go, oh my God, yes. And, you know, it just, that's how life is, basically, right? You can make a comedy. Not everyone's going to laugh about it, because not everyone has the same sense of humor, basically. It's the easiest example I could think of. But be open without expectations. Be open. Be open. imagine your crown chakra opening too. It's on top of your head, and sometimes, well, when I wake up, it's actually you tap your heart to activate it, tap the top of your head. This means it's open. I'm open to receive. Oh, and thank you. Start letting go of old limiting beliefs you have about yourself that you acquired throughout your life situation. We carry so much, and we always have this narrow-minded view on our memories. Once we start shaping the narrative differently, that's when we start shaping reality differently. Remember, we're literally the magician. We're out here playing with energies. This is really funny. This is oversharing, but sharing is caring. I remember back in like 8th grade, I was kicked out. I was nicely asked to leave chorus twice because he was like, you can't sing, and it's ruining the whole thing. And then he's like, you'd be better in home ec. And so, first he asked me to say watermelon, so I had to mouth watermelon pretending I was singing, And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I started singing, and then second time I was transferred to home ec. And I always had this memory. And it's for 8th grade, so 13 till 32. I've always had this. Well, one, I stopped singing at all because I was self-conscious. That completely, you see, and I always look back and I was like, oh my God, he destroyed my confidence in singing. He did this, that, and the other. How dare he? I was 12, you know what I mean? And the past week, I'm singing and I sound fantastic. I mean, and I'm like, it was never about him. It was how I saw that memory. It's how I saw it. Why did I let it affect me? Why did I stop singing for like 20 years to myself? Like, whatever. I'm not saying why did I become a singer. Let's not go that far. I mean, I still can. But do you see what I'm saying? And then I looked back at that memory recently doing the dishes when I was open. I was completely open. I had no thoughts in my head. I was in the moment. And I saw that moment of completely different. I shifted it. And I looked at all the lessons. I looked at the positives, right? He wasn't doing it intention. You know what I mean? Our mind, once the ego grasps something, that's where it lives. Ego lives in memories. It lives in the past. It lives in recycling thoughts and emotions. Once you pinpoint that and you go, whoa, this was keeping me stagnant. This was not, honestly, ask yourself this. Is this helping my growth? Is this elevating me? If it's not, shift the perspective. You create your reality. This is your life situation. You choose what to say, what to do, how to think, right? So always keep that in mind. You're a conscious creator. Look at your hands. You're inside this. And you're vibrating. I mean, it's insane. So be open and start flowing. Once you go into a creative flow, you notice not only synchronicities, but you start attracting what's vibrating high. Oh, not even you can't, I'm not saying, oh my God, vibrate high and be positive. No, I'm saying once you're in the flow with the universe, you notice how much easier, how much simpler this life situation we're in is, and how much more playful, thank you, it is. You get the clarity of, hey, this is not that serious, right? This is a playful time. You chose to be here. Have fun, be playful, and love yourself. And I had to say that, right? Look, because it all starts with this love. If you can't feel this unconditional love, if you're not vibrating on this love and you're looking for love, you will just find the surface level that you're projecting. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we always attract what we give out, and that becomes that was also one of the when I elevated to a higher self a couple months ago, what I realized is like I wanted all of this, but I wasn't vibing up there. And whoever's vibing up there is not, we're not gonna match, because I'm out here and they're up here. It's not until we're both in the same vibrational mindset and the same openness that we can come together. So be what you want to attract, because remember, what you want wants you back. Oh my God, thank you so much for clicking, for joining me. I hope this made sense. If it didn't, it will. Come back like in a few months on your spiritual journey, watch this, it'll probably hit differently. So thank you so much. And yeah, this is, when I created this channel, I'm gonna go, I always go over 20. I sit down, I'm like, this is gonna be 10. When I created this channel, I have it written down everywhere, but my pure intention was to build a community, to build a spiritual, like-minded community. And it's growing. I could see it, I could feel it, and I'm vibrating with it. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So follow your heart. And always, this is remember, if you follow me, I always say the simplest things are cheat codes to life. Your gut instinct has been watered down so much. Your gut is your spirit, it's your soul, it's your essence. When you're doing what you love is you're following your soul, your path. So never neglect that. If you have an intuitive feeling, if you have a feeling, whatever makes you happy, if it's not hurting anyone, it's not harming anyone, go and do it, right? Because life is too short. Follow your passion, follow your dreams, and believe in miracles. Believe in miracles and in yourself, because you are a miracle, right? Because look at this. This is like a matrix. And if you're not being playful, if you don't believe in miracles, then you're not going with the flow, right? You're resisting. Thank you. Yeah, you're resisting. So go with the flow. See how it is for you. And love you, and namaste.